The news just came across that the Buffalo Bills will be signing Matt Breida, and everyone's excited. But should we be? Ladies and gentlemen, Brandon Beane's at it again. Welcome to Believers Talk. My name is Joe for this breaking news edition of Believers Talk, hitting you with some free agency news once again as Brandon Beane and the Buffalo Bills sign running back Matt Breida to a one-year contract. We're going to talk about that, but before we do, guys, make sure you hit that subscribe button for continual breaking Buffalo Bills and Buffalo sports news. Also, hit that thumbs up button, like this video, and leave a comment. What do you think about the Matt Breida signing? And as I look on Buffalo Bills Facebook pages, as I look on Buffalo Bills Twitter, BillsMafia is very excited about this signing. And listen, there's a lot that Matt Breida brings to the table that the Buffalo Bills currently do not have in the running back room, or did not have at the start of today, that he brings to the Buffalo Bills roster. But I'm going to be the guy who kind of says, whoa, let's hold back a little bit, right? We already have people talking about, oh, this makes Devin Singletary expendable. Does it? Are we sure about that? Because you look at this running back room right now, we have a lot of guys who are second tier type guys. Matt Breida is not a first tier guy, all right, guys? No matter how much you want him to be, we have a bunch of second tier and third tier guys who I think are going to have to fight it out during training camp, right? You look at Singletary, you look at Moss, you look at Breida, you look at Williams, right? And from who he played week 17, who everyone got excited about, okay? You look at Christian Wade, you look at Tyron Jones, who we just re-signed. Now, again, he's mostly going to be a special teams guy, but that running back room is getting very full. I agree with that, and maybe the Buffalo Bills do try to make a move to ease off some pressure, but to me, this is simply saying, hey, guess what? We are going to go after best player available in the draft. Now, if that's Najee Harris, that's who we're going to go after. But there's no saying that the running back is going to be the best player available at number 30. And if you guys have been a fan of this channel, you know that I do not want to get a running back in the first round of the NFL draft. That was before this trade, and now after this trade, I do not want to see the Buffalo Bills get a running back in the first round. But right now, the Buffalo Bills signed Matt Breida, one-year deal. Again, probably close to league minimum. I can't imagine it being more than 1.5 mil for a one-year contract. And I think a lot of that's going to be non-guaranteed, or maybe even none of it's going to be guaranteed, which means Matt Breida is going to have to prove himself. Last season, Matt Breida only had 59 carries for the Miami Dolphins. I mean, he wasn't on the field that much, and you could say it's a scheme thing, a system thing, whatever the case might be. He might come to Buffalo, and the Bills might realize the same thing, that he's not that fit that the Buffalo Bills want. When the Dolphins signed Matt Breida off free agency, they were all very excited, just like Bills Mafia is now. The Miami fan base was like, oh, we got a really good running back. And I thought they did too, and I think Matt Breida is a really good running back. But in 4 years in the NFL, the first 3 seasons with the 49ers, and then last season with the Dolphins, he has not played in more than 40% of the offensive snaps. His rookie season, he played on 36% of the snaps for the San Francisco 49er offense. Since then, he hasn't hit that number even close, right? And again, last year, only 59 carries. So I know people want to get excited. You're talking about a guy who, averages 5 yards per carry. But again, Singletary, rookie season, 5.5 yards a carry. We were all very excited about what Singletary could have done for this team that he didn't accomplish last season. And there's no reason to think that we can't be excited about Breida. Again, adds that speed element, adds that big play pop that we feel like this running game is missing. I think he ran at 4.36 40 at the NFL Combine 4 years ago. So I understand everyone's excitement, and I can see why bringing in Matt Breida was a great play by Brandon Beane, and it doesn't cost anything. Brandon Beane doing it again. He's a genius when it comes to these type of deals, and the Buffalo Bills should be very excited that he is their GM, and we are moving forward, getting a really good player, really good asset. But this is an asset that we shouldn't be overreacting to, right? Again, someone who hasn't played as a number one back. And let's be honest, if he stays here in Buffalo, he is going to be sharing carries anyway, right? He's going to be sharing carries with Zach Moss or Devin Singletary, whoever decided to keep, probably Zach Moss. He's not going to be the main guy because, again, we don't have that number one running back. Now, if that means that we do pick up a running back in the draft to help out, That's very possible. Again, remember, just last season, Brandon Beane and the Buffalo Bills picked up TJ Yeldon right before the NFL draft. Here we are, about a month, a little bit more than a month away from the draft, and we're thinking, oh, this running back room's looking good now. And it is, but there's no reason to think that Brandon Beane and the Buffalo Bills aren't doing this move and other moves to say, listen, we're going after best player available, whoever that is. We're going for best player available because every single unit now is getting that depth. Right now, you look at CB2 and you say, man, we could use a little bit more depth there. You look at the edge rushers and you say, yeah, you could still use a little bit of depth there. But at the same time, if the draft doesn't cover the defensive edge rush position, or the draft doesn't cover the cornerback 2 position, there are still some really good free agents that if the Buffalo Bills can find some money, which Brandon Beane seems to keep doing, the Buffalo Bills can go after and say, listen, this will get us a little bit more coverage. And there's no reason going into the season with the edge rushers that we have and going into the season with Levi Wallace and some other cornerbacks that we have, that we can't think that, we can still maintain the same season or the same play level that we did last year, if not a little bit better. So the Buffalo Bills add Matt Breida to a one-year contract. I think it's exciting. I think Bills fans should be excited. But at the same time, let's hold off on expectations. Let's hold off on what this means for the other running backs in the room. I don't see the Buffalo Bills trading Devin Singletary before the NFL draft. If anything, they're going to trade one of those running backs at the beginning of training camp. Once they get a feel for, is Matt Breida an answer? Is Matt Breida a fit here in Buffalo? That's when trade negotiations can start, right? Just because we bring in a guy like Matt Breida, who we think can be the answer, we think can be a guy who can lead to that pop, right? Give us a little sizzle in that running game. Doesn't necessarily mean that's going to be the case. Again, only 59 carries for the Miami Dolphins last season. Again, there's plenty of things that go into that, but you still have to move forward with caution, okay? Because you don't know what he has in the tank currently, and you wonder if basically having a full year of very limited time, what that does to a player's psyche, right? What does that do to his psyche that pretty much since his rookie season, his carries have gone down, right? Every single season since. Again, his rookie season, 36% of the 49ers offensive snaps. And remember, the 49ers back then had 3 great running backs, right? They were a 3-headed monster in the running back room. Maybe that's the type of system Breida needs. So if you think about 3-headed monsters, there's no reason why Singletary, Moss, and Breida all can't be considered part of that monster. So again, I'm excited about this Matt Breida signing. The Buffalo Bills signing Matt Breida to a one-year deal. He stays in the AFC East, coming from the Miami Dolphins. And I think the Buffalo Bills are continuing to move forward, continuing to inch their way closer to a Super Bowl contending team. If we're not already, I think we already are. But just getting better and better and better, and making it more possible that come draft day, the Bills are going to go after best player available. Again, let me know what you think in the comment section about this pickup. Very exciting news for Buffalo Bills fans. I look forward to hearing from you. Hit that like button. And again, if you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button for continual Buffalo Bills breaking news. I look forward to talking to you all soon. Until I do, go Bills.